3 days before my wedding, I won $12 million. But instead of telling my fiancée, I looked her dead in the eyes and told her I was completely bankrupt and drowning in debt. What she did next showed me her true colors. And my revenge 6 months later is something she will regret for the rest of her life. I was working 60-hour weeks as a software engineer just to keep my fiancée, Sarah, happy. Sarah was obsessed with appearances. She demanded a $60,000 wedding, a custom designer dress, and a honeymoon in Bora Bora. I loved her, so I drained my savings and took extra shifts to give her the dream life she wanted. Exactly 1 week before we were supposed to walk down the aisle, I bought a random lottery ticket at a gas station. The next morning, I woke up a multimillionaire. After taxes, $12 million hit my account. I sat in my car, staring at the zeros on my banking app. I should have been thrilled to tell her. But instead, a dark thought crept into my mind. I remembered every time she complained about my cheap anniversary gifts or how my 5-year-old car embarrassed her in front of her friends. I needed to know if she loved me, or if she just loved what I could buy her. So, I formulated a plan. I walked into our apartment, messed up my hair, made myself look completely devastated, and sat her down. "Sarah," I said, my voice shaking. "The startup I invested all our money in just collapsed. I lost everything. Worse. I'm $150,000 in debt. We have to cancel the venue. We need to get married at the courthouse and move into a studio apartment until I can pay this off." I expected her to hug me. To tell me that as long as we hit each other, we'd be fine. Instead, the color drained from her face, and it was replaced with pure disgust. "Are you kidding me?" she screamed. "You expect me to wear a cheap dress and live in a shoebox? I didn't sign up to struggle." She didn't even shed a tear for me. She just took off her $8,000 engagement ring, threw it at my chest, and immediately called her mother to cancel the wedding. As she packed her bags, her final words to me were, "Have a nice life being a broke loser." I didn't stop her. I just picked up the ring, smiled, and let her walk out. Fast forward exactly 6 months. I had quietly invested my millions and decided it was time to upgrade my life. Sarah worked as a front desk receptionist at a luxury real estate agency in the city. One Tuesday afternoon, I pulled up outside her office in a brand new, matte black Porsche 911. I walked through the glass doors wearing a custom Italian suit. Sarah looked up from her computer, completely frozen. "What are you doing here?" she stammered, looking me up and down. "Did you get a job as a janitor?" I ignored her, walked straight past her desk to her boss, and handed him a cashier's check for $4.5 million to buy the agency's most expensive penthouse. I turned back to Sarah, made sure the whole office could hear, and said, "By the way, I won $12 million 3 days before our wedding. Thank you for giving the ring back. You saved me half my fortune in a divorce." The look of absolute horror on her face was priceless. That night, she called me 27 times and left crying voicemails begging for another chance. I blocked her number from the balcony of my new penthouse. Tell me in the comments, did I go too far, or did Sarah get exactly what she deserved? Drop a like and subscribe if you love instant karma.